We're privileged to know Lou Murdica. Lou Murdica is, a lot of people have heard of him, but he's one of the world's foremost ballisticians. He's won countless competitions and he's done tests for so many companies that it's almost legendary. Lou, tell us a bit about yourself. What have you done?
Well, I started shooting competition in 1984. Took it serious from then on. I've won in bench rest shooting most everything. Won the world championships in France. Tried score shooting. Won national
score shooting. Can you explain what that is?
That's using bench rest rifles, and you're shooting one shot per target.
Yep.
Trying to hit dead center.
As opposed to groups.
200, yeah, as opposed to groups. At 100, 200, and 300 yards.
Yeah.
Won all the national championships at one event, everything but one yard each. Set 3 or 4 world records that time.
Wow.
So I've set many bench rest records. A lot of them have been sent in for measurements and stuff that come back, just almost like that.
Yeah.
Then I got into long range shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Shot 600 and 1,000-yard bench rest. Won quite a few of the nationals. Set quite a few world records. Then they talked me into trying some F-class. Shot F-class. Now I've been shooting mostly just one major event a year, or 2 if I went to their nationals, for about 5 years, and out of those couple events a year, I made high master and everything. And I've shot a little bit of rimfire.
Yeah.
Just started shooting F-class rimfire. Already made it to the top. I've shot it 3 times and made master out of that. That's as high as you can go in F-class rimfire. So it's as far as competition, as long as it doesn't require running, I do it. Other than that, if it requires running, I don't do it.
Fantastic. Hey Lou, you also do a lot of testing for a number of companies, don't you?
A lot of companies.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
I've done, over the past 19 years, I've been testing a lot every week for Schillen barrels, Bartlein barrels, Burger bullets. I did a lot. I did a powder with Hodgkin powder, XBR 8208. I did LT32 with Western, LT30 with Western. Done some other powders that just never come out. They didn't feel it was a big enough market. I've done a lot of testing for cleaning companies, for cleaning chemicals, other bullet manufacturers.
So basically companies come to you to find out how good their products are and how to possibly make them better.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's what we're doing too.
Yeah. I give a private test. It's not a 1-day test. Most of my tests take 2, 3, 4 months.
Yep.
And I let the company know what the results are, and if they want me to publish it, I publish it.
So as someone who's made a lifetime out of accuracy, Lou, share a few of your secrets with us. Where do you think accuracy starts?
Accuracy starts right here in your case. It says you got to have good equipment, number one, and we have the best equipment available out to us now than I've ever seen ever before.
Yep.
We've got great actions, great barrels, great scopes, great stocks. You can't beat that. Once that's all put together, the rest is up to you, and it all happens right here. Yep. There's a process that I go through. I fire the case once. That's usually, it gets fired when I'm breaking in the barrel. I'm firing cases, and I'm fire foreman cases.
I'm thinking probably you got to start with good brass in the first place, don't you?
You have to start with good brass.
Yeah, that's
Good brass is everything.
That's what we found. You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. If it's
No,
lousy
no, you
brass to
can't.
start with, it's never going to shoot well.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few good brasses out there, and there's a lot of bad brass out
Yeah.
there. And especially if you're shooting hot loads or light loads, depends.
Mhm.
If you're just a hunter, any of that. You hate to go out and spend $10,000 on a hunt, and you get the one shot, and you miss because it's your damn load you just did,
Everyone's
or
like
the
that.
loaded ammo you bought.
Yeah.
So that's where it all comes down to is this.
Okay.
Number one, you got to start. You got to have good bullets.
Yep.
You got to need a variety of powder. Not one powder works.
Yep.
Because every barrel's different. You got to match that magic pressure with that barrel and stuff to create that magic group.
Yeah. Now, in terms of for this test, series of tests you're going to be doing for us, Lou, Annealing under the microscope, part 4. What are we hoping to achieve here? What are we setting out the parameters as being?
To try and find out where the difference is, where you start to lose your accuracy. Is it when you anneal, if you shoot the brass and just keep shooting it, sizing it, how you size it, and the group, does it keep growing, or do you maintain this certain size group the whole time?
So we're comparing annealed versus not annealed.
Non-annealed.
On an exhaustive long test.
Yes, and when you're doing that, you're testing it with either just sizing it, annealing it, and then just sizing it, not annealing it, doing nothing with the case other than loading it back up again. Then you got another process where you take it and you do the same thing, and you molly inside the necks for both.
Yeah.
Keep it equal, keep it the same.
That'll be a big learning curve for a lot of guys. I've never used molly myself,
Yes.
but I understand it makes a big difference to the seating, the ease of seating, and the bullet release as well.
And especially on when you're preloading to go to a shoot.
Okay.
And the reason is when you're preloading, going to a shoot, when you take a bullet and seat it in a case,
Okay.
if you've ever taken that same case a week later and just seat it 5-10 thousandths deeper, you feel a crack.
Yeah.
It makes a bond.
Yeah.
Whereas if you molly it, it's smooth. It never
Okay.
makes that bond with that case. So what have you done? You got rid of that spike in pressure.
Okay.
All back to pressure.
So that's going to be particularly valuable for competition target shooters, but it's probably got applications for hunters as well, like me.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Especially when you're shooting out 300, 400, 500 yards for an animal.
Yeah.
You're changing pressure again.
Yeah.
And if you've shot your groups using this,
Yeah.
and then you do it and they sit for a week, well, you got a different pressure now. Like I said, test takes months. It's not a day. There's no test that only lasts a day.
Yeah. No,
You have
we
to
know that.
repeat and repeat and repeat.
Yeah.
When you repeat something 2-3 times, you know that that's a good test.
Yeah.
You just can't do it once because it could be a fluke.
Yep.
So I don't accept a one-time fail. It's got to repeat every time.
Exactly, and that's what we're here to find out now. So
Yeah.
fantastic.